Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tilly from Tilly and Her Books, and today I'm here to deliver the young adult booker news. So first of all, in breaking news, I have just finished reading The Sacred Lives of Minnow Bly by Stephanie Oakes, and if you guys have not read that book, I recommend pausing this video right now, walking to your nearest bookstore and buying that book. It is absolutely phenomenal. So the book features around the young girl called Minnow Bly. It jumps between her past and the present. So in the present, she's in a juvenile detention centre where there's an officer who is trying to figure out the moments of her past, including who set fire to the actual cult she was part of, killing the prophet. In her past, it follows how she was part of this cult and how when she tried to defy them, they cut off her hands. Like, they literally cut her hands off her body. It is crazy, it is horrifying, but it is also beautifully written and mind-opening, and it is just so original that you would love this story. So now we have some cover reveals. Some of these covers have been revealed for quite some time now, and some most recently, but I'm so excited for all of these books, and these covers are absolutely gorgeous. So the first that we have is The End by Charlie Higson. So this is the 7th book in the installment in the Enemy series, and sadly it is also the last. With the expected publication date of November 3rd, I would recommend reading this wonderful zombie/horror series that will keep you on the edge of your seat. For fans of the Defiance series by CJ Redwine, her new book The Shadow Queen, which was released in February 23rd, 2016, has recently had its cover reveal, and doesn't it just look great? I will definitely be picking up this book just for that cover alone. Have you guys read Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard? If you like fantasy/dystopia books, this one is for you. The second book in this series now has its name, Glass Sword, which was a name that no one was expecting because how useful is a glass sword? A lot of people have loved and hated Red Queen. I personally thought it was just an okay average read. It follows a lot of plots that I found similar to other fantasy stories. There are also a few points in it that I haven't seen in other fantasy stories either, so that's why it was just average for me. I still recommend that everyone should read the book themselves to get their own opinion, and if you do like it, then woo! Get ready for Glass Sword, and if you didn't like it, then forget about Glass Sword. We also received the cover for Winter by Marissa Meyer, so that is the 4th installment into the Cinder series. This cover was revealed quite a while ago, but I also did just notice that the book is going to be 824 pages long, and that is going to be a brick that I will happily carry around in my bag. If you guys have not read the Cinder series by now, I would totally recommend doing it. It is kind of like a sci-fi dystopia kind of novel that also is a retelling of fairy tale characters. So the first one is Cinderella retelling, the second one is Little Red Riding Hood retelling, the third one, Cress, is of Rapunzel, and Winter is of Snow White. And they are actually just really wonderful stories. Some people like them, some people don't, but I think that actually has really huge fandom around it. So everyone is pretty excited for Winter, and Winter will be released in November 10th, which I will eagerly be awaiting. Now, some of the greatest news that I have heard this week. A historic moment was made yesterday when gay marriage became legal in all 50 states of the USA. It is a beautiful day for LGBTQA+ people everywhere, and as a way to celebrate, why not just sit down and enjoy reading a really good LGBTQA+ book? I recommend some of these following books because I have read them all and they're absolutely amazing. So you have got Aristotle and Dante by Benjamin Elias Syans, Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli, Unspeakable by Abby Rushton, Two Boys Kissing by David Leviathan, Blue is the Warmest Colour if you feel like reading a quick graphic novel instead of an actual book, and Keeping You a Secret by Julie Ann Peters. I will also leave a link below with many more recommendations for this genre that you guys can find there. There are so many good books and there are so many that I want to read, so just totally binge read all these books. For some recent book releases and some that are going to be highly anticipated for this year, we have quite a few. So as I have already mentioned, The Sacred Lives of Minnow Bly, which is absolutely phenomenal. I don't need to talk about that one again because you guys should all remember the name. You need to buy the book. Just get it. Just trust me on this one. You guys will thank me. Trust me. The Wrath of Dawn by Renee Abdi, a beautiful cover and an intriguing storyline for fantasy lovers out there. I myself have not bought or read this book just yet because I am on a book buying ban, but it is one book that is literally on the top of my to-buy list because so many people have bragged about how good this book is. Made You Up by Francesca Zappia. This is a contemporary novel. That cover itself just totally reels me in. I love the colour of it. Uprooted by Naomi Novik, which is another fantasy novel with a whopping 4.28 rating on Goodreads. I haven't actually heard much about this book myself, but some of the reviews and ratings I have seen have always been good, so hopefully I'll hear a few more good reviews from trusted reviewees, and that should seal my decision on whether I'm going to buy this book or not. Nowhere But Here by Katie McGarry is another contemporary romance novel. The cover features a man on a motorcycle, and all I can say is that I hope he has a spare helmet for me, because riding a motorbike you should do it safely. Especially with a girl on the back. Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella, which I recently read because I got it as an ARC, and it was beautiful. It was a quick contemporary read that I really enjoyed. It deals with issues like anxiety, depression and bullying, and it was just a really easy and refreshing read. One highly anticipated book of the year that won't be released until October is Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and the cover of this book is wow, and the storyline of this book is wow, and my need for this book is beyond wow. We're going to cross live now to one of our other reporters who is out on the field, and they're going to talk about what is happening in Perth right now. Hi, my name is Chantel and I am coming to you live from all the bookish events in Perth this weekend. So at the moment you've got Supernova that is on, which has great authors, publishers and actors there. It ends today though, so if you guys haven't got your tickets for it, I definitely recommend quickly buying them and running there right now. On Monday night you also have Penguin Teen Australia Live in Perth, which everyone is super excited for Australia worldwide. So you get to meet Felicity, who is the representative for Penguin, and she will talk about books for ages, and it is amazing to just get all bookish with people that are near you. If you guys haven't got your tickets just yet, I will leave a link below to where you can buy them. For just $10 a ticket, you guys can get a free book and a free tote bag. Plus you get to meet plenty of other Perth people who are also huge bookish fans. So I totally recommend going to that if you guys are in Perth this weekend. Back to you, Tilly. Thank you for that. Oh god, it looks like she's having fun. Books and television. These are two things that either go together really well or really horribly. And I mean, we have prime examples like the Vampire Academy movie or the Book Thief movie. You have terrible and you have amazing. I'll say that Shadowhunters, the TV series based on Cassandra Clare's novels, seems to be leaning more towards amazing. From the images and small clips that I have seen, it is going to be wonderful. It has just been announced that Tahara Murphy's Shadow Me series is going to be made into a television show, which we are all super excited for. I've already been daydreaming about the cast, Warner, because it is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to see all the different clips and images that are going to surface up soon, because it's going to be great. Green has had 2 books that are now filmed, so you have The Fault in Our Stars and Paper Towns, which is going to be out soon. There's also been an announcement that one of his other books are going to be made into a movie, and that is Looking for Alaska, which is coincidentally my favourite John Green book, which is going to rip out my heart and make me cry. And lastly, in the young adult segment today, we have a random recommendation. And I just recently read this book, and it is Touched by Natalia Jester. So this book was absolutely phenomenal. It is based around the myth of Eros, but Eros is actually a girl called Love. So she is a fate, and there are different fates throughout America, and basically they have their territories where they work in. So Love goes around just shooting different people and making them couples that are love and full of everything, but she herself has never been loved. For a fate to fall in love, there can be dire consequences, so Love avoids that at all costs, until she meets a boy called Andrew who can actually see her. Mortals cannot normally see fates, but this boy can, and Love has to fight against her inner feelings of wanting to get to know Andrew more. Can Love help from falling helplessly in love with him, or will she doom herself? So I gave this book a 5-star rating and a high recommendation. It was way better than I could have thought, and the writing was absolutely beautiful. So that's all that we've got for the news today. I will be back hopefully next week, depending how well this video goes. I don't really know what I'm doing, so if you guys have any wonderful book news that you guys want me to talk about, then send me a message on my Tumblr. I will reopen my Askbox. At the moment I am not fully on my Tumblr. I'm on a semi-hiatus just because I have to deal with quite a few things at the moment, but I will take time to read the messages even if I don't reply. So yes, thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys got some great stuff out of the news today. So thank you to Books and Cookies who made a post that I commented on, and then there's a few other bloggers that mentioned me, and I said I was going to make this video, and here I am now. So yes, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully be back next week with more news. So over to you.